Hello everyone, this is Mr. Ege and this is STEM Design Kitchen Design Project Part 2. We are designing the continuation of the first part. In the initial first part, we just generated an exterior wall, which is a supporting wall, weight supporting wall, and we added a window to it. And there were partition walls that the kitchen design, that 15 feet by 15 feet, if you remember that. In the previous video, I demonstrated this. We added a pantry. Those walls are naturally 10 feet high walls. And the wall height, door heights, I'm going to make a note of it here to that the 7 feet, usually 3 inches or so, 7 feet, 3 inches. Windows and door heights, they just match each other. And it's a significant feature of the residential architecture. And you should know about it. Usually, most of the, unless you have custom-made windows and doors, most of the windows and doors match to 7 feet 3 inches. Okay, and this is pretty much what we have right now. And I'm going to switch it to the top view. For the reason being, the top views literally are the construction views generally. Okay, now you can see what's going on right now. I have a sink. I'm going to remove the sink, take it out from there where it is. Okay, because sink supposed to come with its own countertop. It's very important, and also we're going to have a on the right hand side of the sink dishwasher and some other appliances. We have the refrigerator, we have the hood, we have the oven and range top. So floor is there. As soon as most of you are already finished the appliances. After appliances, we're going to put the base cabinets. I'm going to start putting the base cabinets from the corner base cabinet first, and then to put the rest of it. Okay. That is pretty much how it is generally done in real construction. But now I'm looking for sink assignment. Okay, so I'm going to go to insert and load AutoCAD family, and I'm going to just simply request for sink. If I can find it, that will be so cool. And I'm just typing the name sink, and I find the sink that I want that comes with the countertop, and I'm clicking on the load. And I'm switching my view to top view so that I can locate it very accurately. You would think that sink would be attached to your cursor. No, it is not. Probably you should go to architecture, go to component, and sink is now, when you click on the component, sink is now attached to your. Okay, click over here. I think one sink is just enough. We don't need another one. Escape, hit escape key. And save, of course. Click right down. So that sink is good, and now we need dishwasher, and for that we go to insert again and load AutoCAD family, and click on the dishwashers. Dishwasher and enter. We have one dishwasher right away over here, and load. In same way, I'm going to just simply go to architecture and go to component and find the dishwasher, drag it outside. Dishwasher needs to be rotated. I'm going to, if I put it inside it, I'm not going to be able to see whether it's rotated properly or not. So I rather to rotate it. Escape key, go to modify, select the dishwasher. Go to modify, select the modify tool. Dishwasher front is on the right hand side. If they put an artificial intelligence, this wouldn't be a problem, but they did not, so I'm rotating it by hand. And I'm putting the dishwasher right inside the cabinet adjacent to the sink, kitchen sink. Okay. Maybe I should move a little bit more to the right. I don't want it to be right into the sink. Oops, a little bit more to the right. Okay, that's perfect. Near perfect. Save. Nothing is perfect, but we wanted to make it near perfect. One of the things I want you to remember that even though countertop is not long enough, if you click on it, and computer gives you a chance to extend it. So if you go to click on it and then modify button, select and modify, it should give you double click. It should give you a chance to extend it. So when you click on this, I think I have 2022 version. I think you do have on your desktop computers 2023 version. Yours is much easier and faster. I envy you in that sense. I'm going to just simply remove the constraints. And when you click on this one, and certain parts can be extended, remove the constraints. It will ask you whether to remove the constraints or not. And remove the constraints, go to select the remove constraints and select again. This time once the constraints are removed, you can extend it now. It is asking you whether to do this or not. This version does. Your version will not do this. Remove the constraints, okay? Again, for both ends. It's going to ask you a few times, okay? So this is how it is done. You click on it, and when it asks you remove the constraints or not, yes, you remove the constraints. Click on this, and then you select and then extend it as far as it needs to. It's a little bit back and forth, okay? When you feel like you're not sure whether it's done or not, you're going to go back, load into the project and close. Click on that, load into the project and close. Okay, you don't have to select it close, yes, but yes, save, of course. Now we're looking. Overwrite existing, yes, overwrite existing. Okay, now I think extension on the right-hand side is long enough to reach to the wall, but on the other side, it did not reach the wall yet. But we don't need to do that. We need to have a corner base cabinet here, okay? So go save your work, and that's what I'm doing, okay? And this time I go to insert again. I'm going to go to load family auto. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm going to go into the load Autodesk family. I'm going to type, not dishwasher. This time I'm looking for base cabinets, base cabinet. Or corner cabinet, base cabinets. Enter. Okay, base cabinets are here, but do I have a corner cabinet? Yes, there is one corner cabinet here. There is another base cabinet, corner unit, corner unit, corner unit. There are two kinds. This particular kind, okay, is a turning, rotating system inside of it. It's called Lazy Susan, and this is a L-shaped corner cabinet. It doesn't have an ordinary, but the door opens in a funny L shape. So it's a personal choice. It's up to you. Drawers. This particular head doesn't have a drawer, but it's a circular rotating drawer inside of it, and the L-shaped one has, I think, regular drawers or L-shaped drawers. So whichever you like. I'm going to choose the first one, Lazy Susan type, okay, with the rotating tray inside of it, okay? And load, and I'm hoping that it's going to come back to architecture, component, and bring it over here to the corner, but I have to rotate this escape key. There's only one corner, I don't want two corners. And when you select it, there's a rotate command. In the rotate command, corner, you can see the corner, click, and then rotate it and perfectly 90 degrees. Now it's there. Okay. However, save your work, of course. Now we need a base cabinet here, perhaps between the oven, and then another base cabinet between the refrigerator. So 1, 2, 3 base cabinets. One of them could be probably larger one. We need another one, 4 base cabinets. Okay. Do I have any base cabinets here? On the left-hand side, there's a project browser. Cabinets, base cabinets. I don't see it. Range, hood, structural beams and stuff. And dock system cabinets. I don't see it. So that means I need to bring some. Sometimes it brings the whole list of base cabinets. So I'm going to go to insert. I'm going to go insert Autodesk family. Okay. And base cabinets here. Okay. What there are all kinds of them. You have to be very careful because you want a functional base cabinet. Millions of drawers does not make it functional. Wall cabinets are separate, base cabinets are double door base cabinets are good. Let me go with this option. Okay, it looks like large enough, long enough, and are there any other base cabinet double door? I'm going to shift control. No, it only picks one. So you're going to have to load. Okay. And then I go architecture, go to components, and then bring it out here. Okay, so does that fit in here? I think it does. So cool. Click. I need another one here. And perhaps we need to rotate this one over here and this one over here. Okay. Escape. So how do you rotate it? And click on it, you save, and then go to modify. Find the front of it, turn 90 degrees. Perfect. So that base cabinet has to move in right next to the refrigerator. All right, and let's do this modification. This one here too, modify, find the center point, and rotation line, rotate it 90 degrees. Now the question is, this is not going to fit in here, but there is too much space here. What do? We need to move perhaps oven and hood to the left. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm moving everything this way, and I'm moving this base cabinet this way. But there is still a gap here. So big question is, save your work, of course. Big question is, can I fill this gap? That would be so nice. In real world, this is even more difficult than what it is look here. And in the real world, they cut it in an additional base cabinet to fit in that area. Contractors and the architects, they sit down and design it. And if there is no long enough base cabinet there. So I wonder if there's an access to this base cabinet that I can make it longer. I believe your 2023 version of the Revit has a feature that enables you to modify the base cabinet dimensions so that it will fit in here. So I'm not seeing anything like that online 2020, 1 year older, but new Revit is amazingly beautiful. And I don't have it on my computer right now, but I can help you to find it on yours. Okay, so I'm going to double click, see if I can modify it lengthwise. Maybe all I need is like about 6 inches of enlargement here. And does the computer allow me to change the size? Doesn't look like it. Okay. All right. So that is actually just call me if you don't know how to change the size of the base cabinets, wall cabinets. Call me, okay? Because this particular version, probably does not have anything. So load into the project. That's what I'm going to do. So I can go to properties and see if I can depth, height. Okay, I find the width. 3 feet. How about that? How about if I make it 3 feet 6 inches? delete. Okay, so apply and okay. Now I need to load into project. Maybe I'm coming back and overwrite existing version. Is 6 inches enough? Apparently not. So I'm going to continue extending. Maybe we need 1 foot. Okay. Again, select this and properties. Go to properties and let's make it 4 feet in here because we need 1 more 4 and apply. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and check it out. Load into project. I might need to come one more time here. Overwrite existing version. Okay. And parameters. Okay. And didn't seem to affect. It did not seem to. Edit to family, select. We made it 4 feet, 6 inches, and still it's not there. I wonder if I should make it 5 feet. Probably it's not going to. But anyway, let's try it. Okay, let's take a look at this again one more time. Okay. Looks like, it's... Yes. Okay, so I did not see anything new here, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue like as if that worked. It did not work. But we can do probably this one. Let's take a look at it. And double click on this one. Okay. And there's nothing else you can attach. When you select it, you want to attach and make it as long as it reaches to the dishwasher. So we go to properties, base cabinet properties. We did try this before, but we can give it a try one more time. Okay, this worked. I don't know how this worked and the other one did not, but okay. That worked. As soon as I changed it, it worked. And now it gives me a bunch of options. And oh, it worked too much. Actually, we did too much. Edit family again. Whoops. This time it worked too much. So 4 feet is too much. Let's make it 3 feet. And apply. Okay. And load into project and close. Yes. Yes. Overwrite. Okay. So I'm going to try it again one more time. I think it's nicely working. It's okay. Now I'm going to push it to the side. I think it's better off right now. Good. Save your work. So I wonder if we can do the other side. This one, same way, because there is a gap here, and you choose the base cabinet. It already did into other side, so apparently, go to top view. Apparently, it did work. So I'm going to move it to the right direction. So it grew up in the wrong direction. I can reduce that an inch or 2 inches perhaps, and go to the 3 feet 6 inches instead of 6 inches. Let's make it 4 inches. And apply. Good. And okay. Yeah. Okay. So what seems to be there is a gap here is actually literally can be pushed in a little bit more this way, and that's more perfect. And this refrigerator, okay, this is fine. And this is a little bit too big, perhaps. Okay. And see if I can make it correct size. It did fit. Okay, good. But this is affecting the other one. So two of them are two different sizes. Control Z. All right, so when I change one of them, it changes the other one as well. So that gives me a hard time. I'm going to cheat this because I use two of the same size and push it into the refrigerator, but I'm not supposed to do that. I apologize, okay, for convenience. Because I changed this one, fits perfectly, this changes in a different. So, is that what happened here too? Okay. All right, so what we need here is countertop. We need a countertop. So what we need here is a corner countertop, first of all. And where do we find it? That's the question. And then we're gonna have to adjust everything. So countertop, again, insert, and the AutoCAD families. And I'm erasing the previous search countertops. And we have countertops, but I'm looking for corner countertop. And exactly this is the type of countertop we need. So we're selecting this one. And then we're going to need a normal countertop too. Load, okay. And then we go to architecture again. We need to go to components, basic components. And corner countertop right where it's supposed to be. Okay. We only need one. And that also needs to be sized. So how do you do that? And we go to architecture again. We need to look at the length. 2 legs. It has 2 legs, and only one leg. Oh, 2 legs missing. Must be adjusted. So I wonder if we can modify the length of it. Modify, command, and select. Okay, leg 1 is 8 feet. Leg 2 is, okay, so 8 feet 1 is the long one. And I'm going to reduce it to, so, okay, I can't do that by hand. I'm going to go to 8 feet, click inside 8 feet. Click inside. and delete the 8, number 8, or replace the number 8. Delete. Okay, we're going to have to do this again. 5, 6, 6 feet, and apply. Perhaps we should even reduce it more. 3 feet, let's make it 3 feet. And apply. If I don't see it three-dimensionally, yeah, it's 3 feet too little. And let's make it 5 feet. No, I'm sorry. 4. It's so finicky that the moment 3, 4 feet and apply. Now we need another 3 inches or so. The moment I leave my mouse, okay, 1 more inch, 4 inches. Good, 5 inches. Okay, so now we need the 6 feet 6 inches. Perhaps I'm gonna have to change this label. So 6 feet 6 inches, and apply. Good, excellent. I think we're all good, and we should save our work. Okay. Now, what goes under the sink? Under the sink, there is a special cabinet called Vanity. So we have to put Vanity under the sink, okay? That cabinet is not a real cabinet. That's why, even though it's in, you're gonna find it in the same place where the cabinets are, you're gonna find it. So what I suggest you to look at the top, change it to a top view, and you're looking for Vanity, and go to the, again, insert, AutoCAD family, and let's type Vanity. And this is a cabinet, but it's a vanity kind of cabinet. It's an empty cabinet. So you are selecting one of these, okay, and load. So you go again architecture, you go again component, you select the component selection, you find the vanity, and you align it right underneath the sink. Okay. All right. And escape. It will go into the sink all the way to center. Okay. And now you need to see if it is perfect or imperfect so that we can change it. Okay. If it is imperfect, and because nothing is perfect, we need to modify this. Select the vanity and modify the length. And for that, you have to go to, again, modify, oops, okay, select the properties. We're looking for like maybe 3, 4 inches, so for the length, height, width is 3 feet, so maybe we should add another 4 inches. So delete 4 and apply carefully. Good. And okay, we need to push this to the right a little. Okay. Top view. this. Okay, there's a little gap. Now I need to pull this to the left a little bit. Okay. And then again, modify it about 2-3 inches maybe to the right. Okay. And maybe 7, I'm going to put the number 4, number 7. And apply. And take a look at it. It looks perfect now, okay. Good. All right, so top view. And all right, so far so good. We need another countertop right over here to fill the gap between the refrigerator and the oven. And let's go to countertops again, insert, and under the load family, and Autodesk family, and countertops, enter. Yep, with the back splash board, with the splash back load. Okay, no, it's not base cabinet, no, countertop. Why is it not? We picked the right one, and why is it showing us something that we did not pick? Okay, component, there's a component. Okay, countertop is here. Okay, and there are several okay, so we're going to rotate the 7 first. Escape key. As soon as you insert the escape key and go to select the countertop, select the rotate command, select the front, click, and select the 90-degree angle. Now this is way too big. So what do we need? We need only maybe 3 feet something. I'm going to go to modify again. So click on the modify. All right. And what is the length or width definition? Okay. It's not giving me the dimension for the total length. Okay, so okay. So we're going to go to properties. Okay. Edit family. Okay. Pretty much click on it. When you pull it, it's going to ask you whether it is okay to remove the constraints. You remove the constraints. Then click on it, and you try to pull the arrowhead, and then remove constraints again. And then it lets you to remove constraint. Now, it should be much shorter and smaller, okay? Something like this. It's almost like a square. So splash guard is very important, obviously. And load into the project and overwrite existing. This is good, but needs to be, I think I overdid it. Click. So I'm going to put in where it's supposed to be, but I'm going to extend it now because that. So edit family again, same way. And this time I click and push it out a little bit more. Okay. And then load into the project and overwrite. Okay. I wish I did this one more time. So I'm going to go with this again. Click on it. Okay, click on it. And go to materials. And double click. And pull this out one more time. Okay. Mr. Rege, you must be very, very patient. Yes, I am very patient. Okay. And all right, save your work again. So it's getting there. It's a slow process, but it's getting there. Wall cabinets are going to work the same way. I think we're in good shape. Base cabinets, as far as countertops go, okay. And you need to put a camera at one point. Save your work. 3D view. Camera. Where do you find the camera? Go to View, please. Go to 3D View. Select the camera option, and look into the kitchen. Okay, all the way to the corner. This is your target. Target is at the corner. Click. Okay, I want you to enjoy this part of the work because you're creating a picture, and a picture is the biggest, most important marketing tool ever created. So you have to appeal to the vision of the people. They need to visualize the entire design before you finish it, before the construction starts. So everything is cool, cool. But obviously you're going to have a supper corner here where the family meets, eats, talk, all kinds of stuff. And you need a base cabinets. We're going to put the wall cabinets. I believe this hood should come down a little bit more. We're going to have a wall cabinet over the refrigerator. But you're going to need to save this view also. And also there is a view, there's something I want you to see. When you go to view, there's a render option here. Rendering is a very important tool. And when you're rendering, and there's an exposure adjustment. So bring the exposure adjustment to the middle, okay? And apply it, and okay, and then render. Because otherwise it's not going to be enough light, depending on the time of the day or location. And very dark, very dark. Because remember, right now there is too much light, but it's okay because you're going to cover the ceiling. When you cover the ceiling, I'm going to put the natural, regular lights, artificial lights. It's going to be darker. So don't worry about it. Even though it looks like there's too much light, I'm just going to stop the rendering at this point. Okay. I just want to show you that how you do the rendering. Actually, you can put an image outside so that you can see a seaside or beach image or sky or whatever you like to see outside too. There's a way to do this. I'm going to explain it a little later. But where do you find the rendering? Did it lose? No, you did not lose it. It's in the project. It's in this. It's in the browser, project browser now. I don't have the project browser, so let me go to View, User Interface, Properties. There's the project browser. There it is. Apparently, project browser. Disappeared. Okay, so user interface. Turn off the project browser. Okay, there it is. So they're in the same place. Good. This is properties browser. Where is the project browser? It should be on the left side. Okay, user interface, project browser. Put the project browser back. Go to level 1. Level 1, when you click the level 1, gives you always plan. This is your plan. It's very important. Okay, and save it like the way it is. Okay, in the save button. Okay, and continue construction of the wall cabinets. There's very little left. There's a camera. You can put more than one camera. And this is going to take another video to finish the part. Okay, perhaps part 3. Okay, so wait for that. And good luck. Keep up going. Very good work.